Last week, me and my friend Thursday set out to beat Terraria upside down. If you hadn't seen that video, I'd recommend checking it out first. But in case you haven't, we beat King Slime and Eye of Cthulhu. This time, we aim to get a lot more done. We decided to keep the train rolling and immediately go for Eater of Worlds. I always found them to be easier than Eye of Cthulhu, and I believe this is one of those rare circumstances where being upside down was really helpful. We extended our bridge to cover the corruption, but we had to destroy this mountain that got in our way. Lucky for us, the demolitionists moved in just in time.
Damn, your fucking pickaxe digs fast. Holy shit.
Hey, Mortal!
There he is.
He's a fucking vampire!
Okay. Need sticky bomb. Oh!
Afterwards, I went deeper into the corruption to break the last shadow orb and summon the boss. Wait,
Because it didn't.
I want to see if this gives me Vile Thorn. No, but that works too.
What was it?
I'll be the first to admit, this fight didn't go smoothly. We forgot that the Eater of Worlds spits slime at you.
Oh shit. What?
Oh, he spit stuff!
Oh, he does.
And I took 150 damage before even starting the fight. It took a minute, but I remembered how to deal with the acid spit. I was just too late on it. The fight was already over. Now, a good Terraria player would go make potions or get more heart crystals or even build a better arena. We are not good Terraria players. We decided that it was just a fluke and immediately went back to the corruption for a rematch. Because making the item is lame, we both went into corruption to find shadow orbs. This took a while. Like, an embarrassing amount of time, actually. Little did we know that we were just on the outskirts of our corruption, and it was so much bigger than we had anticipated. After 10 or so minutes of searching, round 2 began.
Okay.
Well, hello. This went so much better. We abused its worm AI, and us being above worked out. It was rare it was able to attack us directly, but because we couldn't go full range with the slime spit hitting us, we had to wait around until it got close enough to attack. This was a battle of attrition, and we took it home.
You know what? Come here, you little shit.
Actually,
Come on.
yeah, straight up.
This is peak Terraria gameplay.
Is that you normally fight this boss?
Destroyed.
Alright. So I feel like I should say something here. Me and Thursday don't really use potions or prepare for boss fights that much. There's no real reason for this, we just don't care much for it. I don't mind making an iron skin potion from time to time, but I've never been a big farmer or anything. Admittedly, we should have at least gotten more health before what we did next. Our next target was Deerclops. Now, it got added long after I stopped playing, and I've only faced the boss a few times on our multiplayer server. Here's what I did know. 1. Deerclops is really hard. I knew that at our current level, we would probably die once or twice. That's fine. Because 2, Deerclops does not despawn on death. Deerclops is the only boss in the game that sticks around after killing you no matter what. This meant we could throw ourselves at the boss recklessly until it died, with one caveat to that. It despawns after about 20 minutes. This meant that we had 20 minutes to kill this boss, and we thought that was going to be no problem. We build our bridge over to the ice biome, which takes us forever. Then we head into the ice caves to find some flinks to make the deer thing. It's summon item. God knows how long later, and we have it. I was going to talk about the ice caves a little bit, but we didn't go that deep into them. So, they're basically just normal caves. I actually wish we explored the ice caves earlier. They're one of my favorite areas to explore early game. Just sliding around on the ice and falling through the slush, I think it's actually a really good time. And being upside down would have made this a challenge. we decided to build our arena a little higher. The plan was to be high enough up that Deerclops can only hit us with 2 of its moves. We also wanted to avoid the possibility of Deerclops spawning on top of us. Now, before I start this fight, I'm going to put a timer on the screen. When that time hits 0, we run out of time for this fight. Yes, it was that bad. Deerclops was no joke. The only 2 moves it could do were spawning Shadow Hands all around us, which wasn't that bad, and throwing a bunch of rocks in the air, which also wasn't that bad. The issue was that when trying to dodge, a Shadow Hand can spawn in front of you and completely stop you from avoiding the attack. To make matters worse, if you do happen to get hit by basically anything, you get the slow debuff. If you have that debuff on, then it might as well be impossible to dodge any of these attacks. Oh, and our plan totally backfired. I forgot that Deerclops has a unique mechanic where you need to be close to the boss for it to be vulnerable. And we were just a little too high up.
This boss fight was poopy.
Literally just isolate that audio. This boss fight was poopy.
This boss fight made me shit my bridges.
This fight was a slog. In hindsight, it would have been really smart to bring it bed. There's not a lot for me to say here, so here are some clips from the fight.
God, the fucking Shadow Head keeps spawning right in front of me.
I would very much consider this boss fight to be silly.
Indubitably.
See, that one went poorly. That one, admittedly.
Because, like, the eater was pretty easy. Oh no, this is a bad time for that.
Fucking with me, right?
Not good.
Come on! Oh,
Yes!
my Christ.
Oh my god. Literally with 2 HP left. Oh my god.
Afterwards, we took a break and decided to come back to this the next day. Deerclops was a humbling experience, and we decided not to take any boss so lightly again. Thus began the preparation for Skeletron. Upon returning to our world, we were immediately attacked by a goblin army. This was a rather easy fight since they kept spawning on our bridge. Afterwards, I went about setting up a farm, and we headed off to the jungle. In the jungle, we were looking for a few things. 1. Heart crystals. We wanted to cap out our life at 400, and the extras would be used for heart lamps. 2. A staff of regrowth for farming, and ideally a fiberglass fishing pole. I don't really need that last one, but it would help with endurance and wormhole potions. Plus, I need an excuse for that to be a list. We follow Thursday's rail he found in the last episode into the jungle. After finding a few heart crystals, I passed away. Instead of going back to him, I attempted to fish a specular and armored cavefish. This yielded nothing for me but some Joja Cola cans and a couple tin cans. Lots of cans. Thursday, however, was having a lot of fun exploring. Found nature's gifts, a few beehives, hell, even the jungle temple. I got a little sad and lonely fishing, so I decided to head on over to the jungle to catch up on heart crystals and stuff. I found that staff I was looking for, and a boomstick for my troubles. Thursday was trying to get to hell for some reason, and on the way found a granite and marble biome. Exploring the jungle upside down is really weird. Because it's admittedly not that different from doing it normally, the underground jungle tends to be really open, allowing you to move around quite a bit. Without our hooks, this place would have been borderline impossible to navigate. I ended up maxing out my health, and Thursday completed his mission.
Why did I do this?
Before going to Skeletron, there was one more thing I wanted to knock out. Meteor armor. We know a meteor landed. Now it was a matter of finding it. I scoured the overworld with my hook. This led to several falls into space,
found the floating island.
I decided to finish with the right side first, where we fought the Cyclops.
You fucking bitch ass slime.
Just by luck, it started to rain, which led to a rare event in the desert, a sandstorm. This sandstorm made it nearly impossible to get through this desert, at least with the hook method. I had to build a bridge, and it took a while. But I was quickly rewarded for my efforts. So, I knew I was close. After going forward a bit more, I realized that I hadn't been attacked by a meteorite in a while. This made me realize something.
Okay, I think the meteorite actually spawned in the weird spot. Hold the fuck. Hold the fuck. Yeah, okay, it did. How does this happen?
I was like, I'm not...
Hey. What?
Hey.
I don't think I've ever seen this happen. With the help of my bodyguard, we mined up the meteorite and I got myself a full set. I had to return multiple times to mine this because of death and negligence. I also got the star cannon and the laser gun. Spoilers, we don't use the star cannon right now. We got this for later. Now it was time. We just had to find out where Skeletron is. I asked Thursday to keep going in that direction we were going, and I'd check out the other side of the world. Thank God for that, because he found it before I even started. I made some regen potions and some health potions for Thursday. Luckily for me, I had some iron skin already. While I was at it, I made a sawmill, a loom, a bed, and some heart lamps. We were not going to make the same mistakes. We were prepared for this fight.
Oh, make it a little, there we go. This is a nice.
Oh, look at this, is like so nice.
It's beautiful.
What?
Oh, fuck that.
I can't wait to live there.
We made a small room out of dirt for our bed and set our spawn. Hell, I even double checked. Thursday took it upon himself to summon Skeletron.
Yo.
The suspense was killing us. The moment it became night, the fight began.
One.
Skeletron had a lot of the same problems Eye of Cthulhu had, where he would sit right underneath our bridge and prevent us from hitting him. We had to wait for him to attack, then get whatever damage we could. He also seemed to hold a grudge against Thursday, possibly for that harassment he had to suffer through earlier. Once he loses both his hands, he gains the ability to shoot skulls. This, however, didn't affect us much.
Hey, bud.
Come on, man. Make your move, bitch. There you go.
Most skulls hit the bridge, or he was too close so the homing didn't kick in. This fight was a wash, and in my opinion was the easiest boss so far, aside from King Slime. Though I feel like Thursday might disagree. This episode, we learnt the value of simple preparation. A potion and a bed go a long way in making these fights easier. In next episode, we look forward to finishing pre-hard mode and moving on.
All right. Well, that's end of this session. That was way easier. I think we set up.